And welcome back to Bitcoin Advisors channel. My name is Chris, bringing it to you here from Westlake Village, California, where it is bright and sunny, beautiful. And I'm wishing you a very blessed and highly favored day. So let's jump right into it. First things first, we are going to talk about Bitcoin's price action and some short-term, medium-term, long-term targets. We're also going to talk about the monthly closure, which just happened yesterday. But first thing, I want to dive into some crypto news. And yes, what do we have here? Cardano. Cardano yesterday spiked 25%. Everybody in the Cardano army cheering on gains in crypto in Cardano. But they said crypto markets added 4.4% to the overall capitalization in the past 24 hours. This was yesterday. And they saw signs of bottoming out in traditional markets showed strength for the start of this week. I would kind of agree with that. Bitcoin regained 31,000 on Monday after 9 weeks of losses. That move came amid a relief rally in the Asian markets and technical data suggesting that assets have bottomed out between 29 to 30,000. Cardano, or ADA token, led gains among crypto majors with a 17% rise to trade over 64 cents on Tuesday. Fundamental catalysts include a rise in the issuance of native assets on the network. Over 5 million assets have now been minted on Cardano, data shows, and the upcoming Vassal hard fork, a network upgrade expected in June that would increase scaling capabilities. So what else? Ether added 5.8% as gas fees fell. XRP rose 5%. Avalanche and Solana added 4%. And meme coins like Doggy and Shibi gained around 3 and 2% yesterday. And we're having a little bit of a pullback at the moment, so we're going to go over that. But that was the news. So I believe this is a buy the rumor, sell the news type of event. This new, the rumor is the Vassal, I believe, hard fork is on Monday. Don't quote me on that. So what does that mean? You buy going into the rumor. You buy now, sell on Tuesday. Don't take that as financial advice. But that is the buy the rumor, sell the news philosophy there. I don't know why I've got synthetics in the background right now, but I do have Bitcoin here. I want to redraw this out. And what was the other news I wanted to jump into here? Second news piece for the day. Elon Musk responds to Dogecoin co-creator, calling him a grifter. A grifter who's good at pretending. And I guess the co-creator of Dogecoin getting after it with Elon Musk, not a good idea, said, quote, he's a grifter. He sells a vision in hopes that he can one day deliver what he's promising, but he doesn't know that he's just really good at pretending he knows. That's very evident with the Tesla full self-driving promise. And I would say the co-creator of Dogecoin, a little bit of a naysayer, a little bit of a, because that's exactly what a founder does. They have a vision, they aspire towards it, they speak it out, and they go for it until they achieve it. It doesn't always happen overnight, but I tell you what, Tesla, I love the cars myself, so big fan of the auto driving as well. So what else did Palmer say? He said, it's funny, I have an interesting past with Elon. The first time I messaged him on Twitter years ago, I had written a script that would automatically detect if there was a cryptocurrency scam in your Twitter mentions and would automatically report them to the platform. I worked with Twitter and the co-founder and former CEO Jack and his product management team, so that when these reports were submitted, they get them instantly. I gave it to other crypto influencers. Palmer continued, according to Cricky, Elon reached out to me to get a hold of that script, and it became apparent very quickly he didn't understand coding as well as he made it out. He asked, how do I run this Python script? I think this guy's just a naysayer. Forget about him. Elon, go. I don't even like, I don't even like Dogecoin. Don't buy Dogecoin. Speaking of Dogecoin, why don't we take a look at some of that price action? We'll take a look at Bitcoin in a second here. But another example of buy the rumor, sell the news was when the rumor was Elon Musk was going to get on SNL, Saturday Night Live, and tell everybody to buy Dogecoin. It was going to go from 60 cents to $1 or 30 cents to $1. And what in fact happened is everybody didn't buy the rumor. They waited until they saw Elon Musk on Saturday Night Live, and then they bought it 70 cents, where the, I'd say, savvy investor, right, was taking profits. They bought it 10, 20, 30 cents and sold it at 70 cents while the retailer was just drinking the Kool-Aid from Elon Musk. That being said, price action looks dismal here. I'm really interested to see what this is on the monthly, but checking it out on the 4-hour, rejecting there, still playing out bearish divergence, and any kind of a closure 4-hour below 8 cents, and I would be looking for the bottom side of the range to get tested at 0.079 cents. And if this region wants to break further, we're talking about 6 cents over time. Let's take a look at the daily. Daily getting rejected at the 21. And very similar to what some of these other coins are doing here. You can come back and test the scene of the crime here at this diagonal. But if you break below there, very, very bad for this asset. So, anywhere below I would say I would even put it a little higher. Anywhere, below 0.083 cents, and on a daily time frame, I'm saying that party is probably back on down to the downside. Just quickly on a fib retracement, the 0.5 is going to come in where? Right there, pretty much. So below the 0.5, back below there, and this would be a failed breakout. And yep, Dogecoin I do think will come back down to the 6 cent region at some point over the next few months. Let's take a look at the monthly here. And this thing probably will get a bounce alongside Bitcoin if Bitcoin wants to get a bounce. And another one, a lot of these are going to have a beautiful play as a tick above the last week high. Typically gives you a run up to the 9 exponential. Even on Dogecoin, something like that is going to get you a 15% move. Alongside Bitcoin, again, talking about kind of the weekly picture here and getting a free ride all the way up to 34,000. I would expect that does happen this week or next week. I hope so. Don't quote me. Again, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but that's what I'm looking at in my charts right now. All right. We talked about Bitcoin. No, so we're right on to Bitcoin on the weekly time frame. Let's check out, starting off with the monthly time frame. That was a bearish close here, and you would expect continuation to the downside off of a closure like that. Let's use another chart's history here. Where does that green 55 come in? Where's the longest chart for Bitcoin's history? BLX. This is the one. Here you go. And look at that gap down. What is that? BLX is just an index. It doesn't really actually have price action, so it's more for, macro trading technical purposes. And I don't like that either. So let's use another chart. Bitstamp. How long does your price action go back to? That's the one I wanted to see. And I'm going to bring it to the top of my chart. And I'm going to take... Reason I'm bringing this up here is it's pretty simple here. You got a very I mean, this is a bearish candle, bearish continuation. So, could we come back down and fill in the wicks here, back down to, maybe that low right there? Absolutely. But so macro bearish, right? But that doesn't mean over in the shorter term time frames, like on a weekly or a hourly or a daily time frame, that we can't get a pretty good bounce from where we're at right now. And we're coming down a bit more as we speak. So let's get on to, so what I would expect is at some point this wick does get filled out. Does it happen this month or the next 2-3 months? I would say that yes, we do at least come back down to the lows at 24.5 based on this candle closure. What else do we have on the monthly? You've got the Stokes coming to the bottom, right? Or Stokes are crossed down and won't cross up unless they're above $45,800. If Stokes do cross up, that is going to be a good indicator that kind of a macro low has been put in. What else do I want to bring up here? What else do I want to bring up? All right, so we talked about the monthly. Now let's talk about the daily here. So daily is good as long as we're closing above 30,000 bucks. As long as we're closing dailies above 30,100, I am looking for this move to continue onwards and upwards. And this is completely fine. In fact, we broke the range. We are just kind of testing the cup now. We want to see, this is the cup, and we want to see a bounce back to the upside. NASDAQ's down 74 at the moment. Dollar is up almost 1% today. And that's in line with Bitcoin down almost 2% today, 2.3. Mana taking it on the chin as well. So what else did I want to check in here? So that's on the daily. So as long as we are closing above 29,000 on the daily time frame right now, momentum is to the upside, volatility is expanding, and we are expecting that 20% move to get hit. So maybe you didn't get a chance to enter right here, right? But entering on the retest is typically, I don't know, a decent, if you're bullish, if you think the market is going to go up. And typically, I should be bullish right now and expect for a bounce somewhere around here or here, and move up towards about 34,000. That is what I'm looking for, at least over the next couple of days or week. Unless we get invalidated and we have a daily closure back, like I said, below, I would call it, 30,000 bucks, daily back below 30,000 bucks, and I would call that move invalidated. All right, that's it for Bitcoin. We talked about Cardano. What else did I want to bring up? Yeah, pretty much all these guys on the board here, over here. Phantom getting kicked back here in the teeth. Maybe wants to come back and bounce off this trend line one more time. Did I want to say anything else about Bitcoin? And so we got the 5 day. Okay, so we got this one, and we also have the 5 day. 5 day, which is contracting, and hopefully we don't get just a massive backfill down to 29.5, which I wouldn't be surprised. This market has been extremely volatile. What else do we have? Open interest. And another reason why I'm kind of biased to the upside right now, open interest is steadily climbing. We're at about 12 billion, and typically around 13, 14 billion. That's when we start to look for a 25% correction to the downside. So we still have some more upside to go, I do believe. And so as this contracts, typically you're going to see a mean reversion and a bounce back to the upside. And we'll be looking for the reset for this thing. So we just got to cross up here, and we'll have another closure in 3 days and 9 hours. And as long as this stays crossed up, and Bitcoin above 28,250, then I'm looking for this move to kind of play out to the upside. All right. And if that plays out to the upside, then you're going to get a lot of bounces on some of these altcoins. I did want to check in on XRP. That's what I want to take a look at real quick. Mr. XRP, getting it on the chin here. And how am I looking at this? 5-day did cross to the upside. We did get a tick above there. I do look at this. If Bitcoin does want to get its bounce, very, very likely this thing's going to bounce alongside with it, and a pretty nice bounce at that. I would expect bounces around 51 cents, somewhere anywhere from 51 to 58 cents on a daily time frame. And that is if we get the expansion to the upside, and we really need the daily to close above, 44 cents. That'd probably be good enough for me to look for a move up there. Back in validation, back below 40 cents. And I'm looking for the move back to fill out this wick one more time, down towards 33 cents. And that is it for Mr. XRP. And why don't we check in on sand, down 5% today, taking it on the chin with the rest of the market. So it looks like, we have this ascending triangle. We want to pay out a bounce at the bottom side of the range one more time. That would look good. An easy way to manage risk with the prior wick lows right there. Yep. So that is it for today. Don't forget, hit the like button. It will help out the channel. And if you do want to learn about how to put Bitcoin or other cryptos in your IRA or a Roth IRA, it's a tax-deferred, penalty-free rollover. We have a link in the description below. You can begin to start trading Bitcoin and other cryptos in your retirement account. That's it for today. Hope you have a blessed day. Take care.